Hi, I'm Rohan Parikh.
Hi, I'm Vidvath Vasudevan.
And I'm Vraj, Jariwala.
And we go to Plymouth Canton Educational Park. Hello, judges. I hope you are all doing well. We are glad to have the opportunity to share our PSA and presentation with you all. We decided to base our PSA on how bone marrow transplants help save the lives of many people tragically affected with sickle cell anemia, leukemia, lymphoma, and many other diseases. After we learned about the severity of these diseases, we heartbreakingly learned how 3,000 people each year die because they cannot find a donor. We also unfortunately found out that the chance of finding a bone marrow donor is largely based on race. We learned that African Americans have the least chance of finding a match at 29%, and while whites have the highest at 79%. Many other ethnic groups, such as Asians and Pacific Islanders, have staggeringly low numbers at 49%. This upsetting news made us want to create our PSA to help increase the amount of donors in the registry, which would hopefully give everyone an equal chance of getting a bone marrow transplant that could help save their life.
Our original idea for our PSA was to simulate a bone marrow transplant surgery with the voiceover stating statistics and facts about this issue. However, our group felt this idea wasn't effective enough, as well as somewhat basic. Our next idea was to find someone who suffered from leukemia, lymphoma, or any other life-threatening diseases that later overcame the disease with the bone marrow transplant. We hoped to interview this person, but unfortunately with our time constraint, this was not feasible. After many challenging days of deliberation and altering and building on our visualization, we finally came to a consensus. We wanted to heavily emphasize how bone marrow donations can change one's life in an instant. Our video first starts with a family sitting at the dinner table watching TV when an advertisement pops up and asks those watching to donate some of their bone marrow to help others in need. It then cuts to a scene of someone in the hospital 3 months later, slowly dying. The man is ready to help and drives to get his bone marrow drawn to donate. His samples are then transported through a truck and then a plane to get to the recipient. While this happens, an ECG monitor and heartbeat begin to go off in the background at a decreasing rate to show that the patient doesn't have much time left. The doctors then inject the man's bone marrow into the patient, and the ECG and heartbeat begin to pick up. The patient's eyes close, adding suspense for the viewer. Their eyes finally open and they look up. We end our PSA with our intended message: be the match.
In order to construct our PSA, we reached out to a doctor's office asking if we're able to borrow one of the hospital beds to film our scene. Luckily, we got confirmation to use the hospital bed. Along with a purchased syringe and a camera, we got to filming. By uploading our video to YouTube and sharing it throughout our community, we hope that it reaches our intended audience. And so far, we have had some success. By publishing our PSA to the internet, we hope to raise awareness for bone marrow donation and how it can benefit the lives of those suffering from various diseases. Many Americans and those around the world are unaware of the effect one donation truly has. Our PSA will educate the public regarding the importance of donating bone marrow. Our PSA showcases a happy family when all of a sudden a tragedy occurs. Someone got leukemia. The PSA then explains the process whereby a donation occurs and a life is saved. We hope that this sudden plot twist helps invoke the audience feeling of empathy, persuading them to donate bone marrow to those in need. Thank you all for taking the time out of your day to listen to our presentation and watch our PSA. We hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you.